Burn, the movie. A true story about one land hands, and will they get there or not? I'm gonna keep. I'm on the draw. I don't think this hand's bad, and if okay, I think my opponent's forgetting to play a land. There you go. Is my opponent on Delver? I might just go cry. Alright. Do 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 do. We're back. Okay, sorry about that. Had to make sure of something. And my opponent did not shuffle. Alright. Grrr. Alright, I'm just gonna suspend Rift Bolt and pass turn. Either I'm really bad with this deck or I need 19 lands. I'm just gonna go with I'm bad. You know what I mean? So, just gonna go with I'm bad. Nope, it's the Is It Blitz deck again. Alright, well, we'll see how that works out for us, as it worked out quite well last round, even though I had to get really lucky to do it. My opponent said go, not playing the Kiln Fiend in their hand. Excuse me. Or they are playing the Kiln Fiend. They are playing the Kiln Fiend. Well, Kiln Fiend's gonna die. Kiln Fiend, I'm gonna just Rift Bolt it. I'd rather save the Chain Lightning. Yay! I think I'd rather play Keldon Marauders. Let's see. If I play Kiln Fiend, my opponent plays their own Kiln. Nah, I think I'd rather just play Keldon Marauders. I think I want to play Kiln Fiend when my opponent can kind of just exhaust themselves. Especially, if my opponent plays a Nivix Cyclops, he's not going to block anyway, but I don't think I can quite kill my opponent, so. Yep, here comes the Cyclops. I could be dead. For those of you who don't know what Cyclops is, here it is. Alright. So we're going to attack for 3. He did not block. So we could just kill the Cyclops outright, which I think is actually my best option. My opponent could have another Kiln Fiend or a Cyclops, but unfortunately it's kind of the risk I have to take. On the other hand, I could just play my other Keldon Marauders and then hope that my opponent does not have a way to kill me. With 4 cards, but I think I'd rather just play it safe. Especially because with Chain Lightning, if my opponent leaves 2 red up, it's not like the Kiln Fiend really does anything. So, mountain number 3. Bolt, my... Did that really just happen? Okay. Not gonna question it. Just gonna move on. Oh, I got another one. And I think I'll just Needle Drop now, just use all my mana. What the heck is that? Target player discards a card. Okay. I think I'll just discard the Kiln Fiend. I think the Kiln Fiend has run its course. Ulu Guru suggested to me to maybe put Kiln Fiends in the sideboard so that when... I'm going to keep that in my hand just in case of not only Searing Blaze but also Piracy Charm. So that my opponents maybe exhaust themselves of removal after sideboard, and then I can... Okay, well now I understand this play, but before I didn't. I can bring in the Kiln Fiend to surprise them, which actually sounds like a pretty good idea. Alright, well, I'm still going to hold this. I'm going to suspend the bolt. I'm still going to hold the mountain in case of Searing Blaze, And it might make my opponent want to Piracy Charm me, which I'm perfectly fine with right now. So we'll see. Now, my opponent's drawn quite a bit of lands. I'm still really confused as to that Lightning Bolt play, but not gonna question it. Well, there's Searing Blaze. All right. Well, now we're gonna keep it in our hand. All right. Just gonna pass the turn. F6. My opponent's on the draw step. I don't think they realize it yet. Delver. Alright. Unfortunately, I cannot Delver in the upkeep. I cannot kill the Delver in the upkeep. Though, we did draw a Searing Blaze, so that should be game. Gonna go ahead and try to kill it. Now, if my opponent tries to... okay. Well, if I'm correct, this is still going to work. My opponent's dead anyway, but this is still going to work because this actually has two different targets. For a card not to resolve, all targets need to not be legal. Yep. And we'll just go ahead and kill my opponent. And alright. So our draw was pretty good. My opponent drew quite a number of lands. So that worked out. And I'm actually... My opponent did see Kiln Fiend, so I am going to sideboard out. It's not as good on the draw as you would think. So I'm going to take it out as soon as I can get to it. And we're just going to sideboard kind of the same way. And we're going to take out a Keldon Marauders on the draw. This is really a matchup where Goblin Fireslinger shines because you can just hide behind it and keep, pecking away at your opponent while, excuse me, while being able to, burn your opponent's creatures. The only problem is hitting their creatures, you need to burn spells to do it. If it's an Nivik Cyclops, I guess. Or if they have, some kind of protection. Either way, I'm going to pause. Be right back. Okay, we're going to mulligan this hand. Finally I came back. I had a little bit of a... Why is there a Kiln Fiend still in the deck? Didn't I sideboard them all out? I guess I didn't. That's how smart I am. Well, my opponent gapped, I'm going to keep. I don't think this hand's too bad. I am going to put mine on top, of course. I mean, depending on my opponent's hand, my hand's pretty good. So, a Delver. Well, just in case my opponent brought in Hydroblast, I'm going to kill the Delver, of course, with Chain Lightning. So, yeah. Huh. I guess they do play Velling Wilds. I'm used to them playing, what are they called? Guild Gates. Ooh, that looks really nice. But, I guess I'm wrong. Alright. Kiln Fiend, go! Do God's work. Yes! Yes! No! Oh, did my opponent mulligan? Oh, my opponent mulligan as well. That's interesting. I might take the time to Chain Lightning my opponent now, because they don't have 2 red up. Well, now they get to see my hand in all of its glory. These must be happening at the same damn time. Just in different parts of the scene. Alright. Well, actually, I'm going to get the curse out there for now. And, work on that. Go ahead and F6. Preordain. Ooh, a really nice looking Preordain, too. Then, he was telling me that he's never beaten Burn. He doesn't know if it's possible without a little bit of luck, and I said, well, we all need a little bit of luck. That's funny. I actually don't think that this matchup's very good for me. But, the hell do I know? A Rift Bolt. Okay, well, in this case, I am actually going to wait on upkeep to Lightning Bolt the Delver. I don't believe Chain Lightning and taking 3 is a good idea. So now we'll see if it flips or not. If it doesn't flip, flips with Apostle's Blessing. Oh, that's great. I would like to kill your Delver, please. Please don't have Mutagenic Growth. Thank you. Okay, so my opponent has Apostle's Blessing in hand, so that's something to keep in mind. So 3 cards, and I know one of them. I have 9 points of burn in my hand, so my opponent is half dead. So we're halfway there, but sorry about that little bit of dead air. Oh, right, I have Riftbolt on suspending. So my opponent is a little more than halfway dead. Hit you for 3. Alright, I'll hit you for another 3. I'd rather just use Lava Spike now. They don't know about the Incinerate. And, you know, Lava Spike can only go to the face. Yeah, there's the Guildgate. I'm not going to use Lightning Bolt right now. And they drew Kiln Fiend. Okay. Specifically tapping both red. That's interesting to note. Okay, so my opponent does have Apostle's Blessing in hand. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try to Chain Lightning. And when my opponent plays Apostle's Blessing, I'm going to Lightning Bolt. And if my opponent can save it, at the very least, he'll be out of spells in hand. Ugh, gosh. Floating a blue. That's a pity. Did my opponent top deck into another good spell? I hope not. Oh, they did. Alright. Well, my opponent has 2 lands in hand. Wait a minute. My opponent had 2 lands in hand? They gush, though. That's weird. So my opponent has 2 lands in hand and a blank, at the very least. So now they have 1 land and a blank at the very least. Okay, so now they know I can kill their Kiln Fiend. So we'll see if they play any differently. They did not. We drew Needle Drop. Not exactly the card I wanted to see. I think I'll just try to incinerate this now. I don't think playing Keldon Marauders is very fruitful. I really think trying to kill the Kiln Fiend right now is the best play. Killing it now because if they save it on their turn, I don't want him to get a free pump for no reason. And he did let it die, so that's good for me. There's the other island. And a Delver. Okay, I'm not upset about that. Not quite. And a mountain. Okay. So, gonna go ahead and hit my opponent for 1 and Needle Drop now so that if I draw into a Fire Blast, I can Fire Blast them now. Let's go ahead and Needle Drop. I did not. My opponent is currently dead next turn, though. But if they do have the combination of Mutagenic Growth, Tamir Battle Rage, I don't die to that. My opponent drew a Ponder, though. So we'll see how that works out for them. What can my opponent draw? Alright, well that doesn't do anything. Because they're still at a virtual... Damn it. They're still at a virtual 3. Alright. So I'm pretty sure I win. Unless my opponent has double Hydroblast or double Counterspell in general, then I don't win right now. Alright, take 1. And I'm just going to do it now. I mean, one of them is a sorcery, so... Be right back. Sorry. Alright, so we got there. So, looks like we're into the top 8. And I'll see you when we get there. Thanks for watching.